Hello boys and girls, this is Voodoo Magic once again showing you a game between MRJobe and Stockfish 8. Actually, in a way, it was not just a game between them two. It was a determining factor in a new style of chess brought about by MRJobe, something he's never shown before, something he learned in Czechoslovakia, I think, when he went and visited there. But it's interesting. I think you'll like the gameplay. I've never seen it before, actually. So the opening moves of MRJobe are quite devastating. I don't know where he learned them. It was not from a book, not any book that I've read, not even a book that, especially if you read books on chess moves, you'll never find some of these moves. So pay attention and try to use these in your games if possible, if they allow you to. Okay, so MRJobe started off with using his rook to take the rook of Stockfish 8. Stockfish didn't really know how to respond to this, so he wanted to protect himself from further destruction. He moves out of the way so that if the rook does attack the bishop, at least it'll be he'll be able to retake. But that's not what happened. MRJobe just decided to take that bishop with his bishop. Now he can't take. There's not much more he can do. He can't even take it back. There's not. It's just like I said. There's not much he could do. Now he's in a predicament right now. If he doesn't do something, he's going to lose his queen. So he makes an escape route, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to lose his queen anyway. There's nothing he can do. He's in check now. But in order to delay it, Stockfish 8 did move his knight up. And once again, that was responded to by the rook moving over. Now let me explain this move to you in greater detail. What the purpose of this move is to take a piece. Now, if you've studied chess at all, you'll learn that taking pieces is pretty much the main focus of the game. I mean, you want to take pieces, of course, because taking pieces gives your side, yourself, greater ability to maneuver and to attack. So that was a very important thing that he did right then. It was take a piece. The only option that Stockfish 8 had was to move out of the way, and then of course he jumps right across and takes the bishop, hopping right over the queen. The queen says, "Okay, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to take you right back." So what then happens is that MRJobe comes in with an attack on the diagonal, basically pinning him against the queen, but that was met by a wonderful counter to blocking that attack. But that was then met with a knight moving out. So what's he to do now? Would he come out in the middle, or does he hide? Tries to hide in the back? Well, he decided to come out because he's just blocking in his pieces if he goes out here. MRJobe decides to check the king. He can't really retake. It's not a good to him to retake because then the queen will come out and attack that piece and be protected by the knight. So what does he do? He can't move back. Only thing to do is move forward, and that's what he does. MRJobe then moves out his knight to attack the king. The king doesn't want to get too involved back in here because once again this guy is protected, and a lot of things could happen. A lot of things that you or I or nobody can quite understand. He moves his king down. Pawn comes up to attack. He can't move there. He can't take this piece. The only thing he has left to do really is to move over here. He can go here, and he can't go here though. So he can't go there. He could go here and there and all around the square, but he decides to not do that because it's just too many rhymes. So he actually backs up And of course, the obvious move, well, I guess not necessarily obvious. I want you to take a little bit of time and come up with the move that MRJobe makes to basically make mincemeat of Stockfish 8. Yes, you got it. You probably figured it out. He moves the queen up to attack. Well, this is game over. This is game over. See how fast that was? I mean, see how fast the attacks came off of MRJobe. This is just plain silly. This whole series of videos is just silly. It actually is so silly because why even show these? I mean, you know he's going to win. So sorry. But we got to keep putting them. We got to keep publishing him out there because you got to learn. You have to learn. Because look at this. The pawn's coming up. He's blocking this piece. The queen's blocking here and here. He's protected by the pawn. The other spaces here, and these two spaces are guarded by the knight. So good night, baby. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bugs bite. And anything else that ends in the word "ite." I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. So, go home, relax, give up chess because, sooner or later you're going to have to play against MRJobe and you'll just be completely destroyed. Anyway, take care. I love you all. Please hit subscribe to get more of these videos, and I'll start playing some other games. I'll get back to using StarCraft 2 and maybe Quake 3, Arena, Team Arena, and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to make sure that there was plenty of content of these MRJobe games to keep you interested. So good night, sleep tight, don't let the bugs bite, don't any other creature that might lurk underneath your bed bite. And you have a good evening, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Until then, bye-bye.